Well, hello there, and good morning to you. Thank you for tuning in. This is What I Need. This is now episode 12. So thank you guys so much. If you guys are new to this, please go all the way back. Start from 1. Go all the way from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are now at 12. And if you guys could do me a big favor and hit that like and subscribe button, that would be excellent. And if you have any questions or comments for me, please leave them in the comments below, and I will be sure to get them. Even if you have any, or if you have any ideas for topics you'd like me to discuss, please leave them in the comments below. I'll get to them. Well, all right, guys. Sorry if I'm speaking too fast. I've had like 4 cups of coffee this morning, but that's good. Anyways, let's get to it. All right, guys. So in previous podcast episodes that I did, I've always tried to talk about, pursuing what it is that you want to do. And it's very difficult to keep that motivation up. It is very difficult, especially if you're trying to be an entrepreneur. And it doesn't just necessarily have to be entrepreneurship, but anything that you are trying to do and you want it and you're very excited about it. You believe this is going to be the new and it's going to be great. Everybody's going to like it. This is going to make a lot of money. I can't wait to get it started. Now, see, being an entrepreneur is very much like a giant emotional roller coaster. It really is. I mean, when you start out, as I said, you're all excited. This is going to make a lot of money. I could do this with this. This can do that. Yada, yada. And so when you start out being an entrepreneur, your emotional level of motivation is sky high. But with anything that you are trying to do, and it's new, eventually you kind of, like I said in the last episode, fall into that cloud of nothingness. Probably because you've ran out of ideas. You've ran out of ideas, or you haven't got the results you want, and you very slowly just start letting it fade away. And all that stuff that you've been telling your friends, family, or whoever, I'm going to do this, and that, and it's going to be great, it just slowly disappears. People are kind of like, well, what the hell happened to that? Oh, well, it didn't happen because, I don't have the right financial backing, and, it just wasn't working out. And I mean, that's part of the process of building something. And you really got to monitor your own motivation. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because that happened to me a couple of weeks ago, where, I have my own business. There's a lot of things that I'm doing. I have my own business. I also do music. I'm in the process of writing a book and doing some filming. And I noticed a couple weeks ago that I just started getting lazy. I noticed that. And I've been an entrepreneur for a long time. Very, very long time. Ever since I was a teenager. And that's part of the reason of that is because I never felt that school was meant for me. When I was growing up, I always felt like school and work was just not for me. Because I knew that there was a cap eventually. And I didn't want to. I mean, I tried to get a 9-to-5. I did many times. I applied almost everywhere you could imagine in Pasadena. Never ever got an interview. Maybe I might have got one callback. And that was it. And then after every whatever interview I had, they say the same dumb shit that they always say. Well, we'll give you a call. Nothing infuriated me more than that. What also infuriated me like crazy is seeing all these businesses with the help wanted sign outside. That angered me so much because I'm like, oh, well, they're not going to hire me, so I don't give a shit. They never do. Even if I remember I had a friend whose aunt was the manager of McDonald's, and I still didn't get hired. What kind of bullshit is that? But I mean, having that that anger towards that's why I've always been an entrepreneur. So I've always been creating businesses and services and all kinds of ideas and stuff. So being an entrepreneur for a long time, I kind of can predict and catch my emotional downfall. So a couple weeks ago, I noticed myself getting a little lazy. And I slowly started watching a little more TV. I slowly started eating more food and laying down and just being lazy. And I guess maybe it was because I got a couple clients and it was good. I already got paid, and just kind of thought, okay, well, it wasn't as much as I needed though. I kept telling myself, it's not as much as I really need. I need more. I mean, because all these clients, they just keep getting the small package. I need somebody to buy the big package. So that kind of demotivated me. And I noticed that. And after the second week, I'm like, all right, I see what's going on here. I'm getting demotivated, comfortable. This can't happen. So one morning I woke up, had my coffee and my smoke, and I said, all right, today's the day I'm getting back on top of this shit. This is what I love to do. This is my business. I am great. I'm going to start doing this. So what I did was I just made it up in my head that I knew nothing about the business that I'm in. So if you don't know anything about what you are doing or what you want to do, what do? You have to start learning. So what I did was I made it up in my head that I didn't know anything. So I went back and started reading the same books that I've read and watching the same business videos that help teach. I started doing that all over again, and very slowly I started getting that excitement back, because going all the way back made me think and remember the excitement that I had. So then I started getting the excitement again from going back and looking at my previous studies that I've done on my own. See, I love being self-taught. That was one of the reasons I never really went to school and succeeded in school, because school, it's just like a bunch of shit left and right, and you gotta know, like, what in the hell do I need calculus for if I'm going to be an x-ray technician? Not a damn thing. You don't need geometry. Geometry and algebra is one of the prerequisites for an x-ray technician. You don't need that shit to be an x-ray technician, so why the hell are they giving it to you? How do I know this? I know a lot of people in the medical field. Not one of them ever says, yeah, we in order to do this x-ray, we needed to calculate this. No, bullshit. The only math you need is subtraction and addition. That's it. And so what school does is they just throw all these extra things, and that just confuses you. And I loved the idea of being self-taught. So what I did is I just found out the curriculum for school, got the books on my own, and learned on my own without being pressured and all that stuff. So what I recommend for you guys is why don't you try that? If no matter what it is that you're doing, at some point, in order to start making a change and do something, you had to start doing some type of research, some type of studying of your own, and looking into stuff. So what I recommend for you guys to try is, if you guys have felt that demotivation where you're like, yeah, it's great, but you're not doing it at the level that you used to be doing, I recommend you try to trick yourself where you completely forget everything and start over with relearning everything that you once taught yourself. Because as I was doing that, it started bringing up memories. And as I was relearning it, I remembered the excitement of building something. And there's nothing wrong with going back and rereading a book or a magazine or watching a video that's teaching you something. I used to think that. I used to think, well, I already read that book. Why do I need to read that book again? Well, if you're anything like me, it's very difficult for me to read because I'm one of those people that sometimes if I read a couple pages, I'll read it and on the second page completely not remember anything I just read because I'll just start daydreaming about other shit. So that's why I usually choose to read only business literature because I love business and I'm infatuated with the idea of it. So that's one way that I keep myself interested in what I'm doing. But either way, if I'm reading something, if you're reading a 300-page book, I mean, I think it's very rare. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I think it's rare for anybody to remember every single detail of that book. And if you do, then that's fantastic. Good for you. But try that. Try to go back and restart it. It doesn't mean that you're necessarily giving up and starting all over again, but it could ignite that spark of excitement that you need again to redo everything that you're doing. And that's what I did. I just went back, started rereading my magazines because I saved the business magazines that I enjoy a lot that have to do that have to be relatable to what I'm doing, such as the business magazines, the books, and a lot of YouTube videos. Sometimes I get ideas from these other YouTube videos. A lot of the YouTube videos, some are crap. Yes, we all know that. Some are crap and some are good. But if you look at it, the ones that are crap, you can learn a lot from them. Because some of the ones that are crap, and they're trying to teach anything in business like marketing or how to get your social media up, you'll see that it has over 500,000 views. It's a lot of damn views. And if you watch the ones that are crap, you can learn on what not to do. You can point out what they're doing wrong and figure out how to make it your own, if you catch my drift. So if you go back, relearn what you are doing, I think it'll help spark that motivation up if you've been demotivated and fell into that cloud of nothingness. Because yes, falling into that cloud of nothingness, a big part of it, I think, has to do with the fact that you're not getting the results that you want right away. Because I think for the most part, us as entrepreneurs, or anybody that wants to try anything, we are very impatient. And especially addicts. Hate to bring that shit up, but it is true. As you guys know in my other episode, I was a crazy alcoholic, and I had a giant love affair with gin and vodka and Budweiser. So I have that addictive personality and am very impatient. So when you're starting a business and you have that impatientness in your head, because I mean, it'll take a lot for you to start getting your business up and running. I mean, it's very rare for you to start a business and boom, the next month you're a millionaire, or boom, the next month you've got like 20 grand. Very rare that that happens. Being an entrepreneur is a lot of work. It's a lot of figuring stuff out and understanding that there is a lot of competition out there. Anything that you are doing is competition. There is competition. So you can't get down and fall into that cloud of nothingness. You got to go back. So the main part of this episode is just to see. And I want you guys to leave it in the comments below and let me know if it worked for you. Try to go back to your very first step and do it again. Might be a little difficult because you got it in your mind, why? I already did this shit. I don't need to do it again. But just try it. Try to go back and start and just calmly go back. Start rereading whatever you were reading. Start rewatching whatever you were watching. That originally got your motivation up. Try it again. Very interested to see how that works for you guys. So please leave those in the comments below. Well, all right, guys. I hope that works. On top of that, since this is episode 12, I have an idea of something that I'm going to do. I'm going to try next, maybe not next episode, but pretty soon, I'm going to start to get people involved with my podcast episodes. So it's kind of like a one-on-one. So I hope you guys are interested in that. So definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell so you can get the notifications on what comes out and it's new. So maybe I'll start that next week. Trying to get some people involved with the podcast. If you are interested, email me or leave them in the comments below. But either way, I'm going to start getting those people on there. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Stay positive, stay motivated, and just go out there and do it. All right, guys. Have a wonderful day. This is What I Need, episode 12. Have a great day.